And it's great to talk about this because the Super Bowl's next week. So
Who's winning? Dilly? Eagles?
Eagles, 100%.
Ooh, Eagles Chiefs. Who's winning?
I got to root for the Eagles just because I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're Broncos.
I just
fans,
I've heard that name more.
Yeah, I've told Lady that. She was like, who do you want to win? And I was like, well, Chiefs can't win. I can't root for the Chiefs. And she's like, why not? And I was like, yeah, it's like because they're in our division. Like 3 teams, no matter what happens, I cannot root for.
Right.
Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
Yeah, can't.
No questions
We don't
asked.
have to worry about 2 of them, but the Chiefs we do. So
Yep.
because the Chargers will always Charger. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely rooting for the Eagles for sure.
Yeah.
Who do I think will win? I think it's gonna be fucking close. I think it's gonna be a great Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think it is too.
It's the best teams all year. They're 2 best teams.
Yeah.
They're the ones that deserve to be there for sure. Although I would love either the Bengals or the Bills to be in there.
I would
for
be
sure.
happier with Bengals or Bills,
But I
obviously.
think
but
the Eagles would slaughter either of those teams, especially the Bills. The Bills looked trash in the playoffs.
I think the Bengals should have been there more than the Chiefs.
True. They'd be a game. But I think next year Bengals could be like legit, you know what I mean? So Bills just can't stay healthy. My God. But
yeah, they were doing so good, and then they're just like, oh no, there goes another. Oh no, there goes another.
Yeah,
oh no, there goes another.
so yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll have to do an early pod next week.
Yeah.
But
I'm not even excited for the Super Bowl. I'm more excited for fucking UFC 248.
tell us about it.
That's our next topic,
Yeah.
our last topic. So UFC 248.
Before you get into that, Dilly and I don't know shit about UFC.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm pretty much the only fight person here.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
got so
I like watching it. I just can't follow.
Dude, I got so obsessed. I went so like obviously in the Marine Corps you have McMap. That's a fucking joke, but that's literally mandatory mixed martial arts, combat oriented for the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
The Army doesn't do that. Air Force doesn't do that. It's just the Marine Corps.
Just the Marine Corps. Okay.
Yeah. So, but it's a fucking joke, but it is still dope. Like
Yeah,
you literally
still.
have belts, so that's why you see guys with different belts. Like there's tan all the way up to black, and then you can get tabs. So like red tabs is like
Just for that or Marine Corps?
Yeah, just Marine Corps.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, the Marine Corps martial arts McMap.
I
Yep.
see.
Yeah, so tan, gray, green, brown, black, and then you can get tabs. And
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, you can get red tabs and shit like that.
Gotcha.
But really, the only people that are successful and really good at it are also disciplined in different martial arts. That's why it's a joke.
Makes sense.
Like
yeah.
the good motherfuckers are also the ones that are going to a Brazilian jiu-jitsu
So
gym.
it's just a slaughterhouse for the people that know what they're doing versus the people that don't.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I held my own
Uh-huh.
and whatnot, and I was doing good. I did some Brazilian jiu-jitsu at a gym. I want to get into one here. I just haven't found a good one yet.
Of course.
So if you know a good Idaho Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym, let me know.
Hit us up.
I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to start going to the Brazilian jiu-jitsu again. It was so much fun. I loved
bet.
it.
That'd be fucking crazy, actually.
Yeah, it's so great.
What a skill to learn.
Jiu-jitsu's so good. Brazilian jiu-jitsu's great, but it is my preference. But like jiu-jitsu
In general.
yeah, it's so good.
Dilly's going in. Look at this. Dilly's got the new schedule for work, so he doesn't go to work on Mondays. That boy living it up now on the podcast.
All right, so anyway, back to the fighting.
Yep. Go ahead.
So yeah, like previous podcasts,
UFC.
like I got hyped
nice.
about the Justin Gaethje Michael Chandler fight,
You did.
mostly because Justin Gaethje is my favorite fighter. Colorado dude. Well, he's an Arizona dude, but he reps Colorado because he lives there.
Right.
So that's why I love him so much, and he's just fucking dope. He's the highlight reel.
Of course.
And so that one was so good because Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje have 2 extremely similar fighting styles,
Okay.
which is pretty much stand. They don't go to the ground. They fucking put it all out on the line, and
Love it.
fucking love making haymakers and highlight reels.
It's the best right there.
That's why it was such a great fight, and it won Fight of the Year because it was literally every second of that is like, holy fuck, how are they still fucking
When was that?
standing? It was last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
You won Fight
Fight
of
of
the
the
Year last year.
Yeah.
For last year. Okay.
Yeah. Or was it 2021? No, it was 2022 because I talked about it on the podcast.
Okay. We
Yeah.
have been doing this pod for a fat minute though, so
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway, yeah. So that was a great fight, just because it was like 2 fucking gladiator barbarians. Wow, Dilly is just glossed over while I'm talking about this.
Oh my god, dude, I was.
Are you all right?
I think my eyes started sagging.
Can you put the
Dude, it's
microphone up
fucking
to your face?
fighting. It's fucking cage fight. How
You want me
the
to
fuck?
fucking pop? The delayed
so
reaction.
delayed.
He's like,
Perfect.
that was like an
I was
anime or
looking
something.
at him and I totally zoned out. My right eye
Yeah.
just started sagging, and I was like,
So now, so that was like, who's gonna be the better brawler. That was that fight.
You good?
I got to go back on that. I'm sorry on that
All
video later.
Okay.
Early. Never mind.
All right,
Next
yeah,
time.
I'll
so
make a video about it. Don't worry.
It was
I'll put
like,
everywhere.
who's the better brawler? That was
Okay.
the question to be asked because those are the two best
Between those two
brawlers.
guys?
Yeah, they're both
I see.
lightweights. But it was like who's the best brawler in the UFC? Pretty much. Both of those are terrifying human beings, especially Gagey. Gagey will fucking change a human's face so easily.
Give you that facelift, not how you want it.
But in the end, it was pretty straightforward. It was just who's the better brawler because both of them
Stupid.
American, so it's not like a national competition or anything like that.
Right.
And like Gagey's Colorado, so it's more like gyms.
I see.
It was more like who's backing whose gym
I see.
because fucking Michael Chandler's down in Florida
Okay.
and whatnot. He has his gym down there, and then Gagey's in Colorado with Trevor Whitman. So it was
Okay.
more of like whose gym do you back more?
Interesting.
But it was still a great fight. It was an amazing fight, most entertaining fight ever. This fight, main event fight, is Islam Makhachev,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
lightweight champion of the world,
Okay.
current belt holder, versus Alexander Volkanovski.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I've
And
heard that
he
name.
is the flyweight champion of the world.
Okay.
So he's one weight class down in his championship. They're fighting at lightweight.
Ooh.
So Volkanovski's going up in weight. And this is why I'm more excited about this than any fight ever.
Okay.
Because
Ever.
yes.
Wow.
I am so fucking excited.
When is
I
it at?
cannot stop fucking here, let me get the exact day. I'm so fucking excited for it because it's February 11th, 8 p.m.
Shit.
Yeah. Most excited I've ever been for a fucking fight. I cannot wait for it because it's a difference of styles and wills.
The day before
Yep.
Super Bowl. Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
Islam trains in Dagestan's camp at Khabib's camp.
Right. Yeah.
So they
Not Russia
fucking
or
yep.
Is that the?
Yeah.
It is.
It's the video you watched. The
Nelk
We
Boys.
were like,
Yeah.
hey, did you
Yeah.
watch it?
Yeah, Islam's in that video. They were
Yeah.
they were hanging out with
Okay,
Islam.
that's
watch
what
it,
I was
yeah.
about to say. When
Yeah,
you
I
said
watched
his
it. That was a
name.
great video.
That was
Yes.
beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, Islam
Very
Makhachev.
good. Very good. Yep.
Yeah, so he's Dagestan. Alexander Volkanovski, he's Australian.
Okay.
Wow.
Australian. Both of them, so here, let me get their records. Both of them only have one loss on their records. So Islam is 23-1.
Classic. Beautiful.
And then-
Savage.
Not loss, it's a draw. so 23-1-0
Jesus.
for Islam. Alexander is 25-1-0.
They both only have a draw. Wow.
Yeah.
As their worst
Yep.
match.
Oh wait, no, those are losses. What the fuck? I'm
So
stupid
no
as fuck.
draws.
Draws are
The last.
draws are the last. I'm fucking retarded. Whoa, that was really fucking stupid.
That's all right. You figured it out.
Okay, woo.
So one loss, no draws, and a fuck ton of wins.
Yeah, a lot of fucking TKOs,
So they're-
fucking submissions.
They're demons.
So the reason why I'm so fucking excited
Okay.
is because it's both of them are in their fucking primes.
Right.
So like historically, the fight to ever be had that was going to be the greatest fight ever, but never happened, was Tony Ferguson versus Khabib.
Right. Okay.
Because those guys were like, Tony was literally called the boogeyman. He was El Kukui.
Yeah.
He was literally changing human faces.
Right.
Every single fight went on like an 11 fight fucking tear.
Yeah, he was real life Photoshop.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
And Khabib's Khabib
Right.
Yeah.
and was the greatest submission artist in the fucking world.
Nobody better. Yep.
He just knows how to grapple better than anybody. He can grapple a bear to death.
Big grab.
We've probably done it many times.
Yeah. And so it was, but that never happened. Every single time it happened, like someone either like got fucking like a liver disease or a fucking broken
bullshit.
foot or some
Yeah,
fucking
COVID.
gay shit.
Some bullshit.
So then by the time it fucking happened,
Liver disease, some bullshit.
by the fucking time it happened, Tony Ferguson
attack.
was
Nothing I
already,
can't handle.
yeah, he was out of his prime at that point, so it never fucking happened.
Right.
And then Khabib's father passed away, so he did the one last fight against Gagey in Abu Dhabi and then retired from fighting after that. Now he just coaches. He's in Islam's corner every single fight.
Damn.
So now he's a
Wow.
trainer and a promoter, essentially,
Right.
and whatnot. So the style is so amazing because Volkanovski is the most robotic, amazing, soaks up knowledge and executes to a perfectionist point. I have ever seen.
Yeah.
He just I wouldn't say he's the absolute greatest, but like when you like see how he does his defense and like how he lands up shot combinations,
just super technical,
and like defends against a fucking drop to the ground and shit like that. He just does everything with such an exact and precise execution.
I love it.
It's so great and amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Islam, he has a very much rougher style of fighting than what Alexander does. Alexander also has a more well-rounded.
Right.
Like, he is pretty good on the ground.
Yep.
He is really good at... he is the best thing he can do is striking. He fucking tagged up Max Holloway so fucking good in his last fight against him. And Max Holloway is arguably one of the best boxers or the best boxer in the UFC.
What kind of fucking person you got to be to do this sport?
Dude, I want to fucking do it.
Get on it.
I want to do it. So if he was able to tag up Max Holloway,
right,
he can tag up anybody. And so like just the well-roundedness, but mostly striking.
Right.
Islam, really, he's at defense. He's at striking.
Okay.
But God fucking shit, he is the best grappler.
God.
So what I think is cool is in this sport, like you don't have to be like bulky, massive, big guy. Like,
well, a lot of times you do.
Oh yeah, a lot of times you do. But they all have their own body types, and they're just like, so
there's just a lot of different types of skill, and there's just a lot of different avenues you can go with that sport.
This is UFC, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between MMA and UFC?
So MMA is the title of the sport, but UFC is the promotion and the company.
So it's like the NFL and football.
Because I'm thinking of
exactly.
thinking of Sugar Sean.
Sugar Sean's UFC, yeah.
Okay, all right. Because he looks like a very light guy.
He's flyweight.
Yeah, and so but dude's good.
Or no, he's featherweight.
Okay.
He's either flyweight or featherweight.
Because that dude's good.
Anyways.
He can't be more. He can't be. I don't think he's 200 pounds.
No, he.
Probably be like
I think he fights at 145.
145.
I think he fights at 145.
Not even close to 200.
Light. He's a light dude, but he's lean machine.
I think he does. I don't quote me on that one, but I think he fights at. I think he fights at 145.
Yeah, he's got it. Real light.
So that's on Saturday.
Yep.
This upcoming Saturday. So.
Yep. And so I'm just so fucking excited because, like the fact that it's just like both of them only have one loss. Right now, Volkanovski is stated as the pound per pound best fighter in the UFC.
Right.
If Volkanovski wins, he's a double champ. Fifth one in UFC history.
Wow.
Amanda Nunes was one of them. Conor McGregor was one of them.
Volkanovski the
Australian.
Islam,
if he wins, it's not like he's a double champ or anything, but he solidifies the fact that he is the pound for pound greatest fighter in the UFC at this moment in time.
I see.
He is the best fighter in the planet. So it's insane.
What a title that is.
And so watching it, it's like, how the fuck is this going to happen? Because like close to no one can fucking, if he gets you grappling, like Volk, I've been watching a ton of shit. He's been like pulling in all these jiu-jitsu guys and people that are like 205 pounds. They're fighting at 155. He's grappling people that are 200 pounds, Volkanovski, to prepare for Islam.
Right.
But still, it's just like, it's Islam. So how can, if you get on the ground, you're probably fucking well done.
True.
But if you can keep him standing, you can keep him standing. The problem is, so like, that's why like, it's so amazing and interesting for me because it's a battle of skill versus will.
Right. Yeah.
You guys watch the Nelkovoy video, and like you can even see it in that. Like they were joking around and whatnot. I don't think he has as much willpower as Khabib.
Right.
Khabib, I think, is more than willing to die in a octagon before losing.
I would say so.
Islam, I think, is 95% there. There's I feel like there's 5% of him that's just going to be like, no.
Still crazy motherfuckers.
100% Khabib, but crazy motherfuckers.
Yes, absolutely insane.
Volkanovski, I think he's like 75, 60% there. Willing to die.
Still.
But
Absolutely ridiculous.
it's so like that's one of those things. So it's like you have to. I'm so fucking excited for it because literally I know Volkanovski's skill level could punch out, but he has to get a TKO
right
or a knockout before fucking Islam can pull him into deep water.
True.
That's what I want to see what happens. If he can pull him into deep water,
what are the odds it's a quick fight?
I don't think it will.
Not possible.
So, well, no. Here's the only way it becomes a quick fight.
Yeah.
If it's a quick fight, then guaranteed Islam wins. Because the only way it's going to be a quick fight is if it goes to the ground and Islam gets it.
That's what
off a submission.
Right. Yep.
If Islam can get it off submission, it's going to be over halfway through the first round. But if it goes distance, I think, so if it goes the distance and no one gets submissions or any knockouts, Volkanovski, I think, will win.
Right.
If it's a first round, I think Islam was going to win. Anything in between, fuck if I know.
Right.
But
which makes it so exciting.
Yeah, it's so exciting because it's literally like timers are running.
Yes.
Because Volkanovski has crazy fucking endurance, so he can probably handle pretty deep water, but I don't think he can handle Islam's deep water.
Yep.
So like if Islam can pull him into deep water, I think it's Islam winning it. But if Islam isn't able to pull him into deep water and fucking Volkanovski can tag him before he gets into the deep water, I think it's his to win. So it's like timers, like he only has a limited of time before he can knock him out, before he can pull him in.
Right.
And he has to pull him in way as soon as he can before he can knock him out. And it's just timers going in each direction.
Do you work on Saturday?
Yeah.
You probably still get off before it.
Yeah, I get off at 5, so.
Nice. Shit, might have to watch that shit,
dude.
What a weekend that's gonna be!
It's gonna be
and then the Super Bowl
such a fucking fight.
Yeah.
And then there's all the undercard shit and the other co-main events and stuff like that are gonna be fucking amazing and stuff like that. The fight below them are both fucking featherweights. So whoever wins that fight is gonna fight Volkanovski next for the featherweight championship.
Jeez.
So, the 145 belt. So.
It's a lot to keep up with, but
yeah.
I guess.
But fuck, it's gonna be so good.
It'll be good.
It's gonna be so fucking.
I guess a lot
good.
of sports are kind of hard to keep up with, right, Dilly?
Yes. Oh yeah. No, definitely.
Dilly's like, I'm getting
fucked.
Dude,
wrapping it
and
up.
that's why I fucking love it so. No, fuck off.
God,
dude, I'm just saying, I'm fucking. I'm just fucking loving it so much more. Hang on.
Okay, hurry up.
Fuck off, Dill.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Dilly,
I'm just loving it.
Off,
like I don't know how people don't love. I know the violence of it is a giant factor. But
no, sport's great. It's just I can't.
But it's just like, it's like NHL and stuff like that. So like, I don't know how it doesn't surpass NFL in popularity because literally it's such an international thing. Like Dagestan stops when Islam fights,
right,
and whatnot. So it's like it's an international recognition, just like Stanley Cup is.
I love it because it's fucking barbaric.
It's barbaric, but also it's like there's almost politics and shit involved in the NFL and MLB now and shit like
there is.
this and that. And now, but with the fight, like it's almost impossible to involve politics.
So true.
In the end, it's just
two motherfuckers
who's
going at
the
it.
more skilled motherfucker right now.
Yeah. At a pretty ridiculous sport. So
yeah, like who's the better sportsman? Who is the better sportsman?
You gotta be one hell of a savage.
That's it.
Yep. So, yeah, no, obviously it's fucking amazing and it deserve. I mean, those motherfuckers deserve all the money and all that. I mean, it's money that other sports are getting. You know what I mean? Because they putting their body on the line. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah.
So shit, we might have to watch that. I don't know what the plan is there. Or even with the Super Bowl, I don't know what our plan is, but we'll talk about it. But
yeah.